Hello there, how lovely to see you once again. It is Wednesday, which means it is Wednesday's House of Games. I am Richard Osman, joined by four famous faces. We're having a great week of quizzing. On Friday, we're giving away this trophy, but let's get Wednesday over with first, shall we? Our players this week are Ken Bruce. Hello. Perri Shakes-Drayton.
Hello.
Kiell Smith-Bynoe.
Hello.
And Professor Alice Roberts.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Richard.
Lovely week we're having. Kiell, you won yesterday.
I did, yeah.
How
I
about
haven't stopped banging on about it.
Listen, you can bang on it about for half an hour more until you lose today. But Ken won on Monday. He nearly caught you up, didn't he?
We nearly did, yeah. It was clipping my heels.
Yeah. But you held on.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at our weekly leaderboard, shall we, before we do anything else. And Kiell and Ken, unsurprisingly, with their wins, are at the top there with Alice and Perri close behind. Alice, you've got a win in you this week, haven't you?
I'm just waiting for the anatomy round.
But you're a professor of so much else as well. And you do coast, and you do time team. You don't just know about anatomy.
I do a bit of archaeology as well. So,
Whoa.
yeah. More old stuff.
Anatomy and archaeology.
Less music, because, you know, Ken's too good at the music.
That's the only thing I'm good at, so, you know, I don't have archaeology in my quiver.
Perri, now, listen, super competitive, of course. You've been so successful in your career.
Yeah.
What kicks in when you find yourself in fourth place?
I'm thinking I'm going to put the past days behind me. It's a new day. Let's go again.
You're only in control of your future, right?
Exactly.
It's the only thing you're in control of.
That's motivational stuff,
That's the
isn't
thing,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't motivate Ken.
Yes, he does not need any more.
That's the trouble with being really motivational, is everyone else gets motivated. That's the last thing you want. Shall we take a look at today's prizes? Okay, yesterday, Kiell won a decanter. Ken won a toolbox on Monday. We have some sort of awful backpack. We have a dartboard, salt and pepper shakers. We have a candle. We have a new prize. That's a bee hotel.
Oh.
It's a House of Games bee hotel. Very important that we encourage the bees.
Yes.
That's exactly what that does. Why are they called bee hotels and not B&Bs?
That's good.
Ken, what do you fancy from there?
I quite like the backpack, actually. It's a little bright, but it means I wouldn't lose it.
Perri, what would you go for?
I love a scented candle, but I'm not sure what that scent is of that candle. So I
Richard
would...
Osman.
It smells like a bee hotel.
So I would go for the dartboard. Yeah, that's what I'm
Nice.
going
Kiell?
I actually like the idea of a dartboard, but I don't like that colour.
for. Okay.
Whoa!
If it comes in
Mate,
if
you're
it
a
comes
guest in my house.
Yeah, right.
Picky.
if it comes in a different colour, I'd take the dartboard, but otherwise I'd take the candle.
Candle. And Professor Alice?
I'm a great fan of wildlife gardening. I think we all need more wildlife-friendly gardens. We need to stop using any pesticides, herbicides, all of that in our gardens. We need to have messier gardens, which is great, so it's less gardening, in a way. But I want the BB&B.
Lovely. Let's get on and play Wednesday's House of Games, shall we? Our first round today is... Sounds like fingers on buzzers, please. First thing I'm going to do is show you a category. And your first category is comedians. What I'm going to do now is show you some pictures, and if you tell me what's in the pictures, it will give you the name of a comedian. So just say what you see, essentially. So what comedian might this be? That's Ken.
Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey. Correct. A restaurant Bill and the Old Bailey. Bill Bailey. Next comedian. Yes, Kiell.
Alex Horn.
It is Alex Horn. Al Pacino,
yeah.
2 licks and a horn. Al licks horn.
Al and the horn, but I was going for Alice.
As far as
Alice Icehorn.
Alice Icehorn. Alice Icehorn sounds like a 1950s German novelist.
Yeah.
Next comedian. Yes, Kiell.
Pete Wicks.
Pete Wicks. He's not really a comedian, Pete Wicks, is he? Ken.
It's K.T. Wicks.
Katie Wicks is what we were looking for.
I'm in trouble.
It's not as if you starred with her in about 15 series of Ghosts, is it? Definitely something T. Wicks, and that's Peter Kay. Well done. Ken, Peter Kay, cup of tea, and 2 Wicks, Katie Wicks. Next category. Children's books. Children's books. So which children's books are these, please? Anybody? Yes, Ken.
Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web. Charlotte Church ×2 and Robert Webb. Next one. Which children's book is this, please? Yes, Kiell.
Hobbit.
Oh, I was thinking hobgoblin. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Hobbit, hob and it. Absolutely. Very well done. Pennywise from It there. Next one. Ken.
Just William.
Just William.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well done. All we got there is just William. Next category. Desserts. What desserts are these, please? Yes, Kiell.
Roly-poly.
Oh, wow. Lee, that's Edgar Allan Poe there.
Oh.
So 2 Lee Max, Row.
Brilliant.
Well worked out. Did you
yeah.
get that from Edgar Allan Poe?
Yeah, definitely.
As soon as I saw it was Edgar Allan Poe, I was like, hold on, work around it. Well played, roly-poly. He's good at this, Kiell. Next one. Yes, Kiell.
Sorbet.
I was thinking
done.
sorbet. Sorbet. I think that's not a thing. Sorbet, well done. Absolutely right. Final question in this round, final dessert. Yes, Professor Alice.
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie. Well done. Lovely end to the round. It is a pecan and a symbol for pie. That's the end of that round. Let's take a look at our leaderboard, shall we? First round down. Perri yet to get off the mark. Alice, you have 1 point. We have joint leaders, Ken and Kiell, 4 points each. Well played, gents. Our 2 winners so far are our 2 leaders today. Let's play a pairs game, shall we? Our pairs game on Wednesday's House of Games is... My perfect match. Perri, you get to choose a partner today. Who would you like to play with? Playing with Ken and Perri,
do it. Let's.
Kiell and Alex.
Hello again.
Now, in this round, I'm looking for my perfect match, and it has to be someone who fits 2 different criteria, OK? Ken and Perri, I am looking for somebody who fits the following criteria. This would be my perfect match. Somebody who had a Saturday job in a bakery, but who also chose a fashion magazine as their luxury item on desert island discs. My perfect match is either Harry Styles or Theresa May. Which of those 2 do those criteria fit?
Well, to be honest, both of them could have had a Saturday job in a bakery.
Yeah. And
Harry...
He's into fashion.
He is into fashion. Has he been on Desert Island Discs, though?
So we're going with Theresa then?
Well, I don't know. I always think go for the unlikelier one.
OK,
So, you happy with Theresa?
go on.
Theresa May?
Going for Theresa May? I can tell you they've both had Saturday jobs in bakeries.
Oh, OK.
But only one of them chose a fashion magazine as their luxury item on desert island discs. And it was... Theresa May. Very well done.
Lucked out there.
And you're right, Harry as yet has not done desert island discs. God, he's so handsome, isn't he, Harry Styles?
Yeah, damn him.
Sickening. And talented. Oh, come on, mate.
Really annoying, isn't it?
Have a weak point. Talking of handsome and talented, Kiell and Professor Alice, I'm looking for a perfect match who must fulfil these 2 criteria. I'm looking for somebody who had dental surgery for a role, who has also spent over $250,000 on a Mongolian dinosaur skull. That's my perfect match. Someone who fulfills both of those. Is my perfect match Nicolas Cage or Brad Pitt?
I feel like I would go Nicolas Cage on that, but that's based on nothing but vibes.
Yeah.
In the world of
Give
academia,
any roles.
Professor Alice, how often do you go off just vibes?
More often than you'd think,
Okay, yeah, I
actually.
thought, I suspected maybe.
Yeah. But then you start
Then you
testing
back it up.
hypotheses and,
Yeah.
I doubt that both of them have spent $250,000 on a Mongolian dinosaur skull.
Yeah.
So they probably both had dental surgery at some point for a role.
Have you ever dug up a Mongolian dinosaur skull? See, this is archaeology.
No, that's paleontology.
Oops.
You got done, mate.
I mean, with respect, it's the same thing. It's just archaeology, but for dinosaurs. With respect, Professor, it's all buried underground.
This is true. Should we go with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage you're going for?
Yeah.
They have both had dental work for roles. Brad Pitt for Fight Club, Nicolas Cage for Birdie, but one of them spent over $250,000 on a Mongolian dinosaur skull, and it was... Nicolas Cage.
Hey.
Absolutely.
I would
I
have
mean,
said the same thing.
yeah. Nothing would surprise you about Nicolas Cage, would it?
Right.
Ken, Perri, I move on from Nicolas Cage. I need a new perfect match.
Right.
And it's someone who fulfills these two criteria. I am looking for somebody who competed at the Commonwealth Games, but who also ran a market stall selling perfume. Which of these two people is my perfect match? Gabby Logan or Jason Statham?
What do you think?
I would say Gabby, because I know I'm sure she was a gymnast.
She was a gymnast. I
bet
think,
Jason did go Commonwealth Games.
Yeah. I think Gabby went straight into journalism after the Commonwealth Games.
I feel like Jason would be someone you see selling perfume down at a market. See,
Bit of
like
Dodge
these are,
perfume,
yeah.
Bit of the old hooky perfume.
Yeah.
It could be.
What
Yeah.
sport he went to the Commonwealth Games for, I have no idea.
But
I'm
again,
gonna say,
Yeah.
again, go for the slightly
Can I go Jason
unlikely
Statham?
one.
Yeah,
Jason,
exactly.
saying Jason?
Jason Statham was a diver.
Okay.
He's a Commonwealth Games diver. So they've both been in Commonwealth Games, but only one of them ran a market stall selling perfume, and it was Jason Statham. Absolutely, did it before he was in Lock Stock. Had no acting experience before then. Was a market stall trader.
Blimey.
Very nicely done. Are we going to get 4 out of 4 in this round? Kiell and Professor Alice, that is down to you. I am looking for somebody who was a ball boy at Wimbledon, but who also appeared on Red Dwarf in 1993. That's a very specific thing I'm looking for. Someone who's a ball boy at Wimbledon and appeared on Red Dwarf in 1993. Am I looking for Ainsley Harriott or Brian Cox?
I really like Red Dwarf, but I don't know. Do you think they were both ball boys at Wimbledon? This seems to be the
Maybe,
theme,
yeah,
doesn't
I
it?
think
That
so.
both of them are I don't think both of them have appeared on Red Dwarf in 1993.
I mean, I haven't seen Ainsley do any acting, but it doesn't mean he couldn't have had a cameo.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more likely for Brian Cox to be on Red Dwarf.
I think you're right. Should we go with Brian Cox?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's
Brian
do
Cox?
it. Brian Cox,
I'll
yeah.
go Brian Cox. What do you think at home on this one? I can tell you they are both appeared in Red Dwarf.
Oh, did they?
Both have been in Red Dwarf.
Oh, my goodness.
Only one of them was a ball boy at Wimbledon, and it was Ainsley Harriott was the answer we were looking for. We do not get 4 out of 4 in this round. 3 out of 4, though. Not bad at all. Let's take a look at our leaderboard, shall we? 2 rounds down. Alice and Perri, you have 2 points each. Kiell, you have 5 points. Our early leader, Ken Bruce, with 6. They Ken, how about that?
All to lose.
All to lose, that's the spirit. Our next round is going to be... This round is in code. Fingers on buzzers, please. Every answer here is written in code. The code is a fairly simple one. The number 1 equals A, the number 2 equals B, 3 equals C, all the way down to 26 equaling Z. We'll go with categories. Your first category is this. Muppets. So we're going to show you the names of Muppets, but in code. Which Muppet is this, please? Yes, Kiell.
Animal?
Animal? It is animal, absolutely, well done. 1 equals A, 14 equals N, and so on. Which Muppet is this? Yes, Ken.
Oh, Fozzie Bear?
Fozzie Bear?
No.
Other reasons, no, Kiell?
No.
Gonzo?
Gonzo, we were looking for. Well done. 26 being the big clue there. Gonzo. Next Muppet. Yes, that is Kiell.
Fozzie Bear?
That is Fozzie Bear, yeah.
Went too early.
Fozzie Bear, named after Frank Oz. Fozzie Bear.
All right.
Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it, when you hear it? Your next category is entertainment awards. What are these entertainment awards? Yes, Professor Alice.
Emmy.
Emmy? Absolutely, well done. Next entertainment award. Yes, Kiell.
BAFTA?
BAFTA is the right answer. Won a few of those, mate, haven't you? Yeah, no, not really, just a couple, just a few. Yeah. One or two. Next entertainment award. Yes, that is Alice.
Golden Globe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
Golden Globe. Very well played. Next category. Asian countries. What are these countries, please? Yes, Kiell.
Japan.
Japan. Oh, they got their eye in now. Absolutely well played. Next Asian country. Yes, Kiell.
No.
Nope. Anyone? Professor Alice?
Laos.
Laos or Lao?
Ah,
Absolutely right. Well worked out.
that's good.
Final question in this round. Which Asian country is this? Yes, Kiell.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. You guys are good at letting this studio. Very nicely played. Sri Lanka. The round ends. A very good round there for Kiell. Let's take a look at what it's done to the leaderboard. 2 rounds to go. On Monday, Ken was our champion. On Tuesday, Kiell was our champion. Kiell leads now. Look at that. 5-point lead on 11 points. Very nice.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
How does a 5-point lead feel with 2 rounds to go?
It feels comfortable.
Wow, interesting. Perri, do you like have it if you had a big lead at this stage? How would you feel? It's scary, right? Do you
You feel
start
pressure.
You tighten up.
Yeah, I feel pressure.
Yeah, I would say it's a dangerous lead to have.
Very
Yeah,
dangerous.
yeah.
But listen, mate, if you're comfortable, you're comfortable.
I was.
Yeah.
was.
You can only be
About 30
yourself.
seconds ago, I was.
You can only be yourself.
No.
Let's play round 4, shall we? See if Kiell can hold on to that lead. It'd be embarrassing if he didn't.
Right.
It is. Put your finger on it. Take your tablets out, please, everybody. I'm going to show you some pictures and ask you to put your finger on something specific. Let's take a look at your first picture. This is like perfect for me. You could ask me to point to anything here and I'm laughing.
You'd get it.
I wonder, please, if you could put your finger on Faceman. You know who this gang are, right?
Yeah.
This is the A-Team. Everybody is in. What do you think at home on this one? Ken, maybe this is my favourite programme growing up, but it feels like a gimme, doesn't it?
You would think so, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? However, I'm now firmly convinced that I've put the wrong face on here.
OK, let's take a look at
Faceman.
where Ken has gone. I'm passing no comment. Perri, A-Team before your time. Do you know them, though?
Yes. The only person I recognised there was Mr. T.
Yeah.
And then I thought, Face Man? I was like, who's got a face that would be called Face Man?
Who's got a face?
That just looks like Face Man. I don't
Yeah.
know, that man's face just stood out. So I went the same guy.
Went for the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Kiell, were you a fan of the A-Team?
I was, but it was a long time ago.
For sure.
I went for a different man with a face.
So far, everyone's on a man with a face. That's sort of anatomy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
Professor
actually.
Alice, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Finding a man with... You've got to work out it's a man,
Yeah.
and you've got to work out it's a face. Think of it as a Neolithic skull. And tell us which of these is Face Man, Professor Alice.
I think it's a joke and I think it's the woman.
Let's see.
I didn't actually.
You have gone with Kiell as well. I'll tell you, 2 of you are on Face Man. 2 of you are on Howling Mad Murdoch.
Yes.
But which is which? We're giving away 2 points, but to who? What have you gone with at home? Which of these is Templeton Faceman Peck? Very well done. Dirk Benedict, the actor playing Faceman. That's White Shorts as Howlin' Mad Murdoch. Very well done. Nicely played. Shall we do another one?
Yes.
It won't always be the A-Team, I promise. I wonder if you could find me this. The operculum, please. I wonder if you could find me the operculum.
Finally, this is my way.
This
Good.
is the anatomy round.
Yeah, I mean, that is anatomy. The operculum is what we are looking for. Perri. Where have you blindly guessed on this one?
His eye.
Ah,
That's a good one.
yeah, that doesn't sound crazy. Op.
You get exactly the reason why.
Okay, it's clever. Kiell, have you been clever?
No. I thought it might be something to do with digestion or something like that. But now that I look at the word, maybe I think it's where things percolate, so maybe in the stomach or something like that.
So you have gone around the gills.
Yeah.
Professor Alice, is this something you've come across, or is this entirely out of your field?
Yeah, and basically I would say Kiell is right on it because it's well, maybe just kind of in between the two of those because it's the flap over the gills.
Wow.
It's the covering of the gills.
Oh my goodness. Ken, have you gone anywhere near where Professor Alice has gone?
No. I just thought it's probably a bit I wouldn't eat, and so I've gone for the rearmost of the top fins.
There you go, wouldn't eat that bit. Listen, it's not often we ask for where the operculum is and someone actually knows. Operculum. Let's have a look, shall we? Where's the operculum? Is Professor Alice Roberts right? Let's assume she is. Absolutely right. Comes from the Latin meaning to cover. I've got to give... Well, I was going to give Kiell a point there as well.
Who's more right?
But if I give Kiell a point, I have to give Perri a point as well, really. What about the green one?
Definitely not.
Get a point for inventiveness.
I'll give you all a point then. I will give you all a point. Very well, apart from Ken. Very nicely done. Final question in this round. Here's your picture. Oh, no. I wonder if you could put your finger on the crotchet, please. Which of those is a crotchet?
This is annoying.
I learnt this.
Yeah.
When I,
Yeah.
I've definitely
forgotten
been
it.
taught this.
Yes.
I don't know it, but I've definitely
Oh, hi.
have known it at some point. What do you think at home on this one? Everyone's in. Kiell, we will start with you. Which of these do you think
I went for top right.
You having nothing else. You're just going, listen, let's get this over with. Right.
It was either top right or middle. Top middle.
Top right, Professor Alice. Do you know this one?
I live in a house.
All right.
Musician.
Stop showing off. Sorry, I'm so sorry. You were going on to say more.
I live in a house
Yeah.
surrounded by musicians. My husband's very musical, my children are very musical, and I'm not musical at all.
Gotcha.
And they can read this strange
They will know
code
this,
that I
yeah.
have no grasp of, but they talk about it sometimes. So I'm aware of the existence of things like crotchets and minims and quavers. So I've actually gone top right as well, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
OK. Ken, what have you gone for?
I think you'll find me up there as well, really.
Oh. Perri, we've got 3 people on the same place. Have you gone on the same place?
No, I've gone to a different place. Yeah, I'm kicking myself because when I was in primary school, I got taught to play the piano, and obviously I had to learn to read music. I wish I continued, but yeah, no, I'm just underneath.
What have you gone for at home on this one? Shall we find out? Are we giving away 3 points? Are we giving away 1? Are we giving away none?
Oh,
3 points we're giving away. Very well done. You're on the bass clef there, Perri. Very well played. That is the crotchet.
What is the middle, top middle?
That's a minim. There's a treble clef is top left. And the bottom, you got the quaver and a pair of quavers. That round is over. Tablets away, please. We only have 1 round to go before we find out Wednesday's champion. Kiell had a 5-point lead going into this round, which was a tough lead to lose. Going into our final round, Kiell has a 6-point lead.
Wow.
How about that? That would be spectacularly difficult to lose in 1 round, but doable. But doable. That really would be a heartbreaker, I think.
Yes.
1 round to go. Is Kiell going to have his 2nd win of the week? Let's find out, shall we, as we play a round of... Answer smash, fingers on buzzers. Point for a correct answer, point off for an incorrect answer. Here we go with your first category, which is disco acts. Those will be the pictures. Which British ice dancer won a gold medal with Christopher Dean at the 1984 Winter Olympics? Yes, Ken.
Jane Tor village people.
The answer was Jane Tor village people. Absolutely. Well done. Jane Torville and village people. Next clue, next disco act. Which thick wheat flour noodles popular in Japanese cuisine are often eaten in broth or stir-fried? Yes, Kiell.
Hang on, do I lose a point if I get it wrong?
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Well, you've already lost one by buzzing in, so
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
you might as well. You've got a lot to lose.
Udon summer?
I think it is, isn't it?
Oh,
is it Udon
that's
Summer?
Good.
Well played, Kiell.
well done.
Udon and Donna Summer. Ooh, Donna Summer. Next clue, next disco act. Which character was first played by Sylvester Stallone in the 1982 film First Blood? That is Ken.
Ramboni M.
Ramboni M? Absolutely. Ramboni M. Ramboni M. Next category. Fitness equipment. Fitness equipment will be the pictures. You're laughing already, Ken.
Yeah, I'm not going to do well on this.
Let's see.
Which phrase used to mean a source of great troubles refers to the first woman in Greek mythology and the container she was given? Yes, Kiell.
Pandora's boxing gloves.
Pandora's boxing gloves? Absolutely, Pandora's boxing gloves. Pandora's boxing gloves. And next clue, next fitness equipment. In Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass, what is the name of Tweedledee's identical brother? That is Ken.
Tweedle dumbbell.
Tweedle Dumbbell? He's absolutely right. Tweedledum and Dumbbell, Tweedle Dumbbell. Next clue, next fitness equipment. In a traditional game of Monopoly, the two sets of cards that may be picked up are chance and which other? Yes, Ken.
Community chest expander.
Community chest expander? Well done, Ken. It is community chest and chest expander. Next category. We are done. A very, very good round of Answer Smash there. Well played. On Monday, our champion was Ken Bruce. On Tuesday, it was Kiell Smith-Bynoe. Who is our champion on Wednesday? It is, of course, Kiell once again. Well played.
Well played.
2 wins in a row, which means 2 prizes in a row. Which of these do you fancy, Kiell? You had a decanter yesterday. B Hotel. B Hotel.
What flavour is the candle?
A sort of a blackcurrant.
Oh, OK. Have you made that up?
You can eat it.
I will take the candle, please.
You're going to go for the candle. Kiell Smith-Bynoe wins the House of Games candle. Let's take a look at our weekly leaderboard. 2 shows to go, but we've got Double Points Friday coming up as well. Whoa. So in terms of points, we've really got 3 shows to go. Perri, you have 4. Alice with 6. Ken, you got 10. He's out in the lead. It's Kiell with 11 points. Well played. But we shall join battle again tomorrow, shall we not? Alice, it'd be lovely to see you get a win this week. Perri as well. Could happen on Thursday. See you all here, same time, same place tomorrow. See you as well, same time, same place on the House of Games.
Don't mind it. Don't mind that at all.
That's nice.
I was hoping it might be cherry.
It's kind of blackcurranty though, right?
Yes, it's like a smoothie.
Yeah, it is.
Lovely.